tell you how it's going, but I also want to talk about this week. This week's a little uncertain, and I'll tell you why. I could be here for 5 days. I could be here for 6 days. I guess I could technically be here for 4 days, but I think I'll be here for at least 5. You might say, well, why on earth are you not sure? Because usually you're a very scheduled guy, right? I always lay everything out. Someone actually left a comment on yesterday on my post on my channel. Oh my God, DSP has such a organized schedule. This alone separates him from the vast majority of other streamers. I'm well aware of that. I know that most people say, oh, we're going to stream randomly, and then they turn on the stream, you have no idea what the hell they're doing, and it's very chaotic, and I hate that. I'm a very organized individual. I've even told you guys that when I'm basically on like a day off and I'm going out with my wife, I have the kind of brain that wants to plan out in my head exactly what we're doing. Not to say that we have to do it exactly in an order or whatever, but, we'll be in a certain area, and it'll be around dinner time, and my brain will be like, okay, what's in the area? So we have this over there, this right here, this here, this here, this here, this here. So when it comes to my streaming schedule, yeah, I want you guys to know what I'm doing on what stream. And it doesn't mean that we can't change things on the fly, and it doesn't mean that things don't happen that, oh, let's change the schedule now because a new game released or a trailer dropped, let's react to it or something like that. But I just like having guidelines. I like taking this seriously. A lot of people do not. A lot of people just, hey, I turn on the stream and whatever happens, happens. Being that I'm a 18-year creator and I'm a variety streamer, I like telling you what I'm doing ahead of time so you know when to show up for what. Like, imagine if all week you've been waiting for the next Pokemon Fire Red stream, and today I turn on the stream and I say, oh, I'm not doing that. Today I just decided we're just going to do something different. I understand that, that means that there's going to be some people who are very stupid, who say things like, oh, so every time that I show up to Phil's content, it's like a business instead of fun. It's like a board meeting instead of a hangout session. Well, yeah, if you have like 2 brain cells in your head that fire off and you can't understand that organization is better than chaos, yeah, I mean, I can understand why you would think that way because you're a simpleton. But for, actual intelligent people, I think they prefer having the organization more. Now, let me tell you why it's uncertain what I'm doing this week, okay? So as you guys know, if you've been following along the narrative in the last couple of weeks, I told you guys that basically I've kind of reached the limit of what I can do with my personal fitness and working out with just a couple of free weights. I got to the point where I've done as many exercises as I can, but I can't really do them well because the weight has gotten to the point where, unless I have like a spotter and I'm sitting here and doing it organized, it's never going to advance. So my wife and I, basically did some research and we looked up together and we decided, let's buy an exercise machine. Let's actually get like a weight machine so we can work out at home with no risk of injury. We can, have plates and things that we're swapping weight. We can do different kinds of exercises for all the different, parts of the body, etc. And so we did order it. And it's actually been en route to our home for about a week because this thing weighs 350 pounds. So it's huge. And, it's, freight companies, are a little different than, say, like the USPS or FedEx, right? I finally got notification that basically now I need to contact the shipping company to schedule the delivery. But it's Sunday, so I can't do it today. So I'm going to call them likely tomorrow and try to figure this out. The question is, what availability do they have? Because ideally, I would like to have it delivered on a weekend. And what I could then do is say, have a normal streaming week with you guys, and then maybe have like 2 days off where one day it's for the delivery of this thing to my home. Then I unbox it and I bring all the pieces upstairs slowly. And then I build the thing with my wife. So that's like a whole day. It has to be like this thing is estimated time to build is around 4 hours with 2 people working together. And also having to, lug this thing upstairs in pieces because there's no way we're getting 150-pound boxes up our staircase.
Pick it up again.
Yeah, it's going to be an endeavor, Then I'm still going to need a normal day off so that I can actually do my errands like grocery shopping and things like that. So here's the thing. Dependent on when they can actually deliver the thing, because I don't know, is a freight company different from another company? Can a freight company actually deliver on the weekend, or are they going to be like, oh, we're limited, in what we can do, and we can only deliver certain times and not others? I have no clue. So without knowing that, I can't actually tell you guys, hey, this is what we're doing, and this is the schedule for the week. So I have to contact them, you know, tomorrow essentially, and figure this out. Once I know, you'll know, but I don't know. You know, what I would say is, if I can control the situation, what I would like to do this week is be here 6 days. Like, I would literally like to be here for 6 days. I'd like to be here today through Friday like I normally am, and then maybe have Saturday and Sunday off. That way, one day is the, you know, arrival, unpacking, and building of this thing, and then the other day I can have a normal day. Plus, I'm probably going to have to recover. I'm going to be so sore, probably from lugging this thing around and building it or whatever all day the day before, right? That would be ideal. However, I can't guarantee you that's what's going to happen until I contact this company and I get in touch with them and, you know, we work it out. Don't know if they're going to be able to deliver it on a weekend or whatever. Once I know, I'll let you know. And, you know, hopefully I'll have some updates for you over the week so it's not like in limbo all week, but you never know. It's just one of those things in life. You don't have full control of the situation. You just shrug and say, oh, well, we'll roll with it, right? Good news is we're still going to have a lot of content